Thanks for making the time to take the self-awareness stumbling block quiz. Now your quiz results, it's a whole report. It's being created as we speak, and it should be hitting your email inbox in about 30 minutes. Hey, that gives us some time to talk about your results. Hi, I'm Thomas Miller, certified fitness and nutrition expert, quantum breakthrough teacher, and the creator of this assessment. Now, based on the information you shared and the little bit I know about you and your situation, I can tell you this. Your lack of self-awareness is definitely sabotaging your weight loss. Now, the best way to change the unconscious behaviors that are blocking you from losing the weight and keeping it off for good is to raise your self-awareness. And the best way to raise your self-awareness is by addressing your biggest self-awareness stumbling block, which, based on your quiz results, is most likely LCD, which stands for Low Confidence Distractor. Now, lack of self-awareness is going to make it impossible, nearly impossible for you to lose the weight and keep it off, especially keep it off for good, because you have all these unconscious behaviors going on autopilot without you even noticing. And if I'm right about you, and based on your assessment, the biggest roadblock to your self-awareness is your unconscious beliefs around your own self-worth. Now, before you get mad at me, consciously, you probably appear very confident on the outside. You show up every day, you handle your business, you interact with others just fine. So others don't even suspect that you could be lacking self-worth or low confidence. But deep down, I bet you know better. And if you look more closely, perhaps your actions show it too. Actions like not sticking with something, even though you started it and it's going pretty well and you just kind of quit. Or you get frustrated and you revert back to your old habits because you keep losing the battle in your mind. Your feelings get you so off track that you start to make them your identity and calling yourself your feelings. I'm depressed. I'm tired. I'm nervous. You're always wondering what others are thinking about you, and it distracts you from fully experiencing what's actually happening. Perhaps frequent bouts with depression and/or anxiety. You hear criticisms at the highest value and volume, and you just shrug off compliments. Always comparing yourself to others and allowing what you think others are thinking about you to take you out of the present moment. Now, this unconscious worthiness block can show up in self-sabotaging habits like eating foods you didn't even plan to eat because you just weren't thinking at the time because you're so distracted, or just feeling scared to jump out of your comfort zone because there's nothing there to catch your fall, or indulging in a dessert because you didn't want to upset the person who offered it to you, or skipping your workout because a coworker asked you to cover for them, or guilt tripping yourself, self-guilt tripping, which leads to spats of binge eating and unhealthy eating and emotional eating. And at the end of the day, you're asking yourself, oh, why did I do that again? Now, here's the thing. Every human being has self-awareness roadblocks, and they come along with unconscious behavior patterns. They're usually the result of a painful event or series of events in our childhood, and that increasing your self-awareness is the first step in dealing with these unconscious programs. Because when we don't feel worthy or comfortable in our own skin, it's extremely difficult to be self-aware, or as Eckhart Tolle calls it, conscious. Other experts call it presence, mindfulness, stillness. But no matter what we call it, when lack of worthiness prevents us from being conscious of our true essence, it is nearly impossible to make self-aware decisions that align with our goals and true intentions. So being aware of yourself is not even possible if your mind is busy worrying about what everyone else is thinking, or whether or not what you say or do will upset them. The lower your unconscious level of self-worth is, the lower your self-awareness is. So self-awareness, specifically low self-awareness, definitely sabotages your attempts to lose weight, but research shows that it's most likely showing up in other aspects of your life as well, like your relationships, your work, your finances, your overall attitude towards life. And there's more. The impact of these unconscious decisions and the power of the subconscious patterns, they get greater over time. So not only do you miss out on achieving your health and weight loss goals now, but you also miss out on showing up as your authentic self. since your unconscious patterns are taking over and running the show. This means trying program after program, diet after diet, only to find yourself back to the starting line again. Wondering, how did that happen? And as this yo-yo pattern occurs, losing the weight, gaining the weight, losing the weight, gaining the weight, it throws your metabolic hormones totally out of whack, making it physiologically harder to lose the weight and much harder to keep it off. So after a few years of the yo-yoing with the weights and the diets and your weight going up and down, metabolic syndrome kicks in. Now, metabolic syndrome, aka insulin resistance, that's a physical symptom. So now you have your unconscious lack of self-awareness working against you, and you have your body's physiology working against you too. And if you're over 40, it probably is beginning to, you probably are feeling like you can't lose weight no matter what you do, and you definitely can't keep it off. Again, I only know this small amount of info I gained from your assessment, but I do know the science behind your body's metabolic processes and the unconscious patterns that take over when self-awareness is low. Here's the deal. Everybody has self-awareness roadblocks. You're not alone. We all have them. In fact, there are 4 primary self-awareness roadblocks that most people have. Now, even though there's often one dominant blocker, it's important that we knock down all 4 of them, because when you remove all the roadblocks, your self-awareness will be an asset instead of an issue. So that's part 1 of your solution. Let's knock down all 4 roadblocks. Next, fixing your metabolism. Funny thing about that, most people think they need to lose weight in order to get healthy. But science has proven it's the other way around. We have to actually get our bodies healthy before we can lose the weight and keep it off. This means getting healthy by repairing the metabolic hormones. Science and recent research have proven that intermittent fasting can fix your hormones. Now, not just any type of intermittent fasting, 16-8, 18-6, I'll do one of the, but the specific intermittent fasting schedule, duration, and macros that fits your needs. Science has also proven that intermittent fasting done correctly lowers your insulin resistance for good, so that your body's able to actually start burning fat efficiently again. Awesome. But now you're probably wondering, how do I know what those 4 self-awareness roadblocks are? And more importantly, how do I eliminate them so I can stop repeating the same negative behaviors and patterns and start new healthy habits with an increased level of self-awareness? You're probably also wondering, how do I incorporate intermittent fasting to fix my hormones so my body can burn fat normally again? And if you're going to be wondering, might as well also wonder, how do I solve both of these problems at the same time? Well, this is what I do all day, every day. I help people of all ages, all stages of life, to bust through their self-awareness roadblocks and to repair their metabolic hormones at the same time. In fact, they work together. And I just so happen to have a step-by-step live workshop coming up on just how to do it. And because you made the time to take this assessment and watch this video and tell me a little bit about you and your situation, I'm hooking you up. In fact, I'd love to hook you up with a VIP access pass to register for the workshop, which usually costs participants $300 to attend. But you can attend for free. Seriously, your VIP access pass allows you to choose what you pay, and if you choose free, that's okay with me, as long as you show up and get the goods. Now, in my self-awareness breakthrough workshop, I'm going to cover all 4 of the unconscious self-awareness roadblocks and the exact process to put an end to the unconscious behaviors that are most likely sabotaging your weight loss results and other areas of your life. You're also going to discover the GH Fast Advantage, a unique and personalized approach that combines intermittent fasting and strength training to repair your metabolic hormones so your body can burn fat like a normal person again. So you literally lose it and keep it off for good. So we get your body healthy without dieting or pills and lose the unwanted fat weight this time, for good this time. So say bye-bye to metabolic syndrome. Bye-bye metabolic syndrome. And say bye-bye to those self-awareness roadblocks. Bye-bye. Because attending this workshop will immediately shift you towards the healthy mind, metabolism, and body that you get to keep for the rest of your life. Basically, it's an exclusive live 2-in-1, 2-for-1 workshop. and you have your VIP access pass with your name on it already. Now, the only catch is this. In order to claim your VIP access pass, you must go ahead and do it right now while you're on this page and before the countdown timer goes down to 0. So go ahead and do this right now while you're on it and you're thinking about it, and the present moment is now, and that's the time to do it. Simply click the button below to claim your VIP access pass and to get registered for the live workshop. That way, I can deliver the goods and you can start making it work for you. See you there.